Hi guys, happy hashtag Fit Tip Friday. So, today's video, I know it says controversial topic because it is. You know, there's something that is always talked about that is always being focused on is keto diet, paleo diet, intermittent fasting, cellular cleansing. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Danielle. What's up, Ed? So I'm not on here to debunk anything. I just want to educate people a little bit about the difference between these three systems that everyone uses. Hi, Nancy. So why I wanted to jump on here is because I really feel that there is something out there that works for everyone. What's up, Clem? You know, the keto diet works for people, intermittent fasting works for people, cellular cleansing works for people. But what I want you guys to understand how it all works, what it all means, what it does to your body, and what's right for you. And again, what I want to discuss with you guys as far as what's best for you is long term. So I don't like diets because I feel like those are very temporary. When I look for something, when I'm looking to supply my body with the right nutrition, I want to make sure that it's something that I can do for the rest of my life. I want to make sure that it's something where it doesn't hamper me when I go to barbecues, or if I go out to dinner, I don't live in regrets of something that I've done. I want to make sure that I'm not going to be hurting my body long term. So first I want to talk about the keto diet. And for a lot of people that don't know what ketosis is, it's forcing the body into a metabolic state through starving the body of carbohydrates. So you're not starving the body of fats. You're basically, when your body is starved of carbohydrates, it has no choice but to go to the sources to gain more energy, which is your body fat. So the idea is to basically force your body to go through that process to tap into your stored energy reserves, which is your body fat. And that's good. But what happens when you get to that point where you've shed enough body weight, you've shed enough body fat? So, you know, I spent 20 years as a sports nutritionist, and, you know, I used to compete competitively. And what I found was that there are 5 components that make up a healthy nutrition plan. Number 1 is protein. You know, protein is the building block for building lean muscle, for building lean mass, but for also giving your body the natural branch chain amino acids that it requires to not only break down your food, but to obviously give your body what it needs food-wise. So protein is number 1. Number 2 is carbohydrates. Now, the misnomer about carbohydrates is people think that carbohydrates are bad. Now, there's 2 types of carbohydrates. There's simple carbohydrates and there's complex carbohydrates. Simple carbs are your fruits and vegetables. Vegetables are, you know, obviously lower on the glycemic index, which is the sugar scale. Fruit obviously is going to be more higher on that. So you do want a healthy balance of all of these things. So you do want to have fruits and vegetables. Now, what kind of fruits? Low glycemic fruits, berries, melons, apples, pears, papaya. You want to stay away from citrus. Obviously, yes, vitamin C, there's vitamin C in everything, but there's a lot of sugar, and they're very high acidic, which actually can harm your body more than help it. Now, as far as the other simple carbohydrates, vegetables, obviously that's where you're going to get your vitamin K, your potassium, but also a lot of the natural vitamins A, B, everything else that your body needs, fiber, and all of those things for digestion, leafy greens. So carbohydrates, whole grain. The complex carbohydrates are your oatmeal, is your quinoa. So people are afraid to eat carbs because they think they're going to get fat. But what I can tell you is that if you're eating the right source of carbohydrates, you're eating the right amounts of carbohydrates, then you're not going to need to cut them out. I have carbohydrates with every single meal. And because your body needs that energy, if you're eating, 5 to 6 times per day like I do, and like most of the people do that focus on cellular cleansing, your body is constantly churning and the metabolism is constantly going. Is a cake a complex carb? If it's a gluten-free cake, yes, Jamie. I'm on board. Like, I love my desserts. That's really funny. And by the way, if you haven't checked out Jamie France's post this morning, go to her page. It's one of the best morning posts I've ever seen. And basically it says, stop being an asshole. There, I'm your life coach. Now pay me. And I thought that was just genius. So ketosis, for a lot of people that do keto, you're doing this, you're starving your body of carbohydrates because your body needs. So number 1 is protein. Number 2 is carbohydrates. Number 3 is fat. Your body needs healthy sources of fat, unsaturated, avocado, coconut oil. Healthy fat helps burn bad fat, but also gives your body energy. Your body needs fat. Like, we're not supposed to walk around 1% to 2% body fat. We are supposed to have healthy amounts of fat because our body needs those. That's what our body gets our energy. So you don't want to get rid of all of your fat. You do need a healthy balance of actually regular body weight, but also body fat. So making sure that you're having healthy amounts of healthy fat every single day. So you got your proteins, you got your carbs, you got your fats, you have your fiber. Fiber is also very, very important for people that want to maintain a healthy metabolism. Fiber helps your digestive tract. So where do you get your fiber from? Your whole grains, your vegetables, the skin of your apples and pears, very, very high in fiber, very, very important. And number 5, overall, is your caloric intake. One of the things, the 2 things that people do mostly, 1, they cut their carbs or cut their sugar, or they cut their calories. I'm going to eat such low calories that my body's going to be forced to lose weight. It's not the case. Now, I'm someone I was eating 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day when I used to compete. And now I eat anywhere between 19 to 2,400 a day. My size has not gone anywhere. My body fat has stayed the same. My energy is good. My sleep is good. My lean muscle is still good. I was overeating. A lot of people tend to overeat or undereat. Healthy amounts of calories per day for women is anywhere between 1,300 to 1,700 calories. Healthy. Men, anywhere between 18 to 2,500 on the high end if you're very, very active. So you have to understand how your body works and what it's able to do. So protein, carbs, fats, fiber, and calories, the 5 keys to a healthy lifestyle. So ketosis. Number 2 is intermittent fasting. Now there's a few different kinds. There's 2 that are most prominent, the 5-2, which is basically 5 days of regular eating and 2 days of 500 to 600 calories per day, forcing your body obviously into starvation mode. So basically you're reducing your carbohydrate, you're reducing your total caloric intake so drastically that the body is forced to go not into starvation, but to tap into everything else, tap into body fat. You don't ever want to force your body to do something. You don't want to force your body to tap into this. You need to find a healthy balance. Now, the other thing, so 5-2 is one form of intermittent fasting. The second most prominent type is called lean gains. Lean gains is basically you eat between 8 to 10 hours, a certain amount of caloric intake. So you eat for 8 to 10 hours, and then you fast for the remaining 14 to 16 hours a day. So again, you have a window, you're only eating 8 to 10 hours, and then you're not eating 14 to 16 hours. So for me, in my 20 years of being in this industry, and if all of this is resonating or making sense with you guys, just type a number 1 in the chat box. In my experience in the health and wellness industry, what I've learned is that, being on the competition side, doing prep for other people, continuing to maintain my lifestyle, that's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for something that was going to enable me to maintain my lifestyle, where I could have a glass of wine every night if I wanted to. I could have some ice cream. I can have some cake, Jamie. I could have some tacos. I don't have to restrict myself when I go out to dinner. Now, there are 2 things that I don't like to have. One is gluten, because obviously that's a GMO, and dairy doesn't agree with me. But I eat carbs all the time. I love my oatmeal. I will treat myself to cream of wheat, cream of rice, quinoa, brown rice, sweet potato, all of those things I really, really enjoy. So fasting, intermittent fasting, like putting your body into something, like, again, I am not going to come on here and say, whoever's doing keto, you're dumb. Whoever's doing intermittent fasting, you're stupid. I'm not saying that. You have to do what works best for you. But again, you have to think long term. 10, 15, 20 years from now, am I going to be able to maintain this? Am I enjoying this process? Am I withholding myself from eating things that I really want to? I don't not eat anything. I eat whatever I want. If there's a cookie at my mom's house, I'm having a cookie, and I don't feel guilty about it anymore. I don't get hamburgers without buns anymore. I eat hamburgers with a bun on it. So I don't restrict myself anymore. Now, the third is cellular cleansing, which is something that I've been doing for the last 5 years. So the difference between keto and ketosis, intermittent fasting, the 5-2 or lean gains, and cellular cleansing. Cellular cleansing, just to read you the definition of it, gently removes toxins and impurities from the body so all aspects of the body functions optimally. So again, we all have toxins and impurities in our body through the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, the stress that we may have on ourselves. So once a week, I do a cleanse, and I'm not restricting my body. I am snacking all day long, and I'm not forcing my body to do anything. Once a week, I clean out. I cleanse my body internally. It's not a poopy cleanse, so I'm not on the toilet all day. I'm going normally as I normally would. I'm having small snacks periodically throughout the day using an all-natural cleansing powder that gently helps my body get rid of those toxins and impurities that are slowing my metabolism down, that are raising cortisol levels. Because as a whole, guys, there's one thing that you guys need to focus on. The number one aspect of what you guys need to focus on above all else, any diet, any plan, number one is stress. Stress, if the body has too much, it doesn't matter how much you diet, it doesn't matter how much, and Dominic says, and visceral fat, absolutely. It doesn't matter how much you diet, how much you restrict yourselves or cut this out, cut that out. If your body has too much stress internally or whatever it is, it's not going to change. So you need to do your research. You can't go by, yes, you want to go by the results of other people, but for me, I want to do something that I can share with my family. Something that's safe for kids. And I love knowing that the shakes in the program that I use obviously are safe for kids 4 and up. There's a no compromise rule with all the products that I put into my body. That is key. The last thing I want to leave you guys with, oh, hi Sandy, hi Sue, what's up Kev? So the last thing that I want to share with you is this. This is something that has to be focused on long term. There is no quick fix in life. There is no magic pill. There is no shortcuts. So for me, as a busy dad, a very productive dad, just like there's a lot of busy moms and busy dads, I don't have time anymore to sit at my kitchen and make those pretty gorgeous Instagram food pictures. That's not my job. If I was a food prepper and I had the time to do that, I would do it. But for me, I need quick, healthy, nutritious, and natural for me. So when I can grab a shake, when I can grab a bar and I can continue with my day and I can go take my son here, I can go meet friends there, I'm not restricted, that is a game changer. I'm not going to carry around my plastic containers anymore. And if you choose to do that, that's great. I honor and respect that. But don't get sucked into something that you think, like, it's not healthy to drink shakes. It's not healthy to cleanse once a week. It's not healthy to have bars. People are doing it every day. They're stopping in Wawa and buying bars. They're going to GNC and Vitamin Shop. They're making their own shakes with their own protein powder, and you don't know where it's coming from. But we all know where ours is coming from. So before you say no to cellular cleansing, before you say no to drinking shakes for the rest of your life and having bars and, doing powders, guys, it's 2018. It's 2018. Everyone's doing something. Who would have thought that making a cup of coffee, putting some butter and oil into it would help you actually lose weight? So everyone started getting coffee and throwing a bunch of fat into it. No one had a problem with that. So again, you have to experience it for yourself. So I hope this video clarified the difference between ketosis, intermittent fasting, and cellular cleansing. I hope this educated you guys in a different way where you can make an educated decision of what's not going to work quickly right now, what's going to work for the rest of your life for you and your family. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you found this helpful. Please like and share this content with your teams, with a page, so people can understand the true difference between the three of these systems. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Happy Friday, everybody.